Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 19th. And we are here back with Gentle Yoga with Sarah Little. And I've got Carrie Ann. Maybe Lance shows up in a few minutes. And we are trying, I'm having trouble with Facebook Live. So we're trying from this device and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm glad you made it. This week is my week for doing more restorative poses. And today is neck and face day. So we'll be doing some stuff for the neck and the face and moving ourselves towards that one, towards more restorative poses. Okay, so find yourself on your mat. Do you want to close the window? No, just sit down. Find yourself on your mat. And you can sit on a towel or a blanket if you'd like to, or you can sit right down on your butt. But make sure that you're having some space for your spine. Go ahead and extend your legs out. Oh, yeah. Extend your legs out and rotate through your ankles. Go both ways. And then let's cross at the shins and see if you can cross the unfamiliar leg in front. So we have a tendency to do one leg in front versus the other. So see if you normally go one way, go the other way. Now let your hands come to your lap. Press the outside edges of your feet down. And lift the center of your chest up as you let your shoulders ride up and down. So just let them come up and drop them down, and invite them up and drop them down, and invite them up and drop them down. And then let's pause. Close your eyes or let them become fuzzy towards the floor. Soften your jaw. Soften your facial expression. See if you can get yourself to that feeling of a blank expression. So neither happy nor sad, just at complete ease. Take all of the thoughts, frustrations, challenges, the good, the bad, and the indifferent, and drop them all down into your heart. Let your heart be a vast ocean. And let it receive whatever you've got going on. Let it receive any sensations you're experiencing with love, with compassion, with acceptance. And then bring your hands to your heart space. Lift your heart up and bow your head. Set a personal intention for practice today. Today, I will. And when you see your intention clearly, release your hands. Lift your head. Let your eyes flutter open. Interlace your fingers in front of you and press your palms away. And as you inhale, lift your arms up. And as you exhale, release your hands in front of you. 3 more times. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, release down. And inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, release down. And inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, release the hands down, rest the backs of your hands on your lap, and take 3 breaths in a way that you can move inward. So maybe with your eyes closed or your eyes not looking at your device. Let your eyes flutter open again. Interlace your hands and notice which way you went when you interlaced your hands and reverse that. Press your palms away. Draw your shoulder blades onto your back and then bring your chin in and press the back of your head back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release down. Shoulder blades onto your back. Chin in. Press the back of your head towards the wall behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release down. Shoulder blades on your back. Chin in. Press the back of your head towards the wall behind you and lift up. Stay lifted. Think about bringing your chin level to the earth. Your ears are moving back. Draw your navel point in. Move your ribs back. And then lift the center of your chest straight up. 2 more breaths. See if the heads of the shoulders can drop down as the crown of the head really reaches up. So good. Inhale where you are. Exhale, release your hands down. Let your palms rest in your lap. And just feel all the stuff that's suddenly like, oh, hello. Feel the oh, hellos, huh? Okay. Draw your chin in. Turn your head to the right. Inhale, come neutral. Draw your chin in. Turn your head to the left. Inhale, neutral. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Inhale, up. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Inhale, up. Turn your head to the right as you exhale. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, left. Inhale, neutral. Shrug your shoulders up and down twice. Let the shoulder blades ride on the back of the rib cage. So we really want to think about the shoulder blades being like kids in a piggyback ride, okay? So let the shoulder blades be back there as you draw your low ribs back. Now drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Take 2 breaths, just letting your head be heavy. Inhale, come upright. And drop your left ear down towards your left shoulder. Let your right shoulder be heavy. Breathe.
Keep going.
Inhale, lift up. Now extend your arms out to the sides, palms up. Shrug your shoulders up and down. So we're doing this elevation and depression. And we're going to get Lance something to sit on. Keep elevating and depressing a couple more times. Oh, he took mine. That was nice. Sneaky guy. Okay, now let the shoulders come to that middle space. Reach out from the center of your chest into your pinky fingers and pull your thumbs back behind you. Secure the ribs back, draw your throat back, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good morning. And drop your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Inhale, upright. And drop your left ear over towards your left shoulder. Notice if the shoulder's coming up to meet it. See if you can drop the heads of the shoulders down. Pull your chin in slightly and really reach with the side of the head. Inhale up, reach those arms up, and then exhale and sweep that action down. So good. Okay, And then just let your head bobble. So think more like the free giveaway bobblehead doll at the baseball park. Just woo, free form, bobbling around. Okay. We're going to play a little game with the arms, and we're going to have the eyes watch a thumb, okay? So bring your right arm out in front of you and do that little reach away. Feel that disconnect of the shoulder blade from your back. Draw it back onto your back. Inhale. And then watch your thumb go to the right. And come back to the center. Extend your left arm. Let it reach away. Bring it back in. Watch your left thumb go to the left. And bring it back. Just go side to side. Reach away. Draw back. Watch your right thumb. And maybe it goes back behind you a little bit. We're just checking in. Like how much space, okay? One more time, either side. Notice how much the side that's staying might be reaching forward as you're going, okay? Now, the right arm is gonna go up. You're gonna watch your thumb. Right arm goes up, and it's gonna go back behind you. And then watch that thumb as it comes back in front of you. Left arm, watch the thumb as it goes up and back behind you. Watch your thumb as it comes up and forward. Right, up and back. Left, whoops, sorry, we gotta come back. Left, up, and then back. And we'll go one more time. Right, and back, and left, and back. Whew, release your arms, close your eyes, let everything go a little bit inside. Just feel what's lighting up. Okay, you're gonna take your right hand, and then I promise we'll get up, okay? So take your right hand and slide it underneath your right bum and sit on your right hand. And then let yourself slump, feel that. And then roll the shoulders back, sit up really, really tall, okay? Feel the moment when it goes from being a slump to upright to a thrust, right? We wanna keep ourselves out of the thrust, but we wanna tuck this right shoulder into external rotation. So just nudge that bad boy back, okay? Now, reach your left arm out to the left and drop your left ear towards your left shoulder as you sit down heavily into your right hand. So I'm reaching sort of up with the side of my neck with my ear. Lift your head on your inhale, release your left hand down, get off of your right hand, take a moment, just allow anything drainage, right? We've got all of the sinuses are up in here. It is springtime. This morning I was in my own practice and it was just snot practice. I was like, ah! But that's part of what happens in the spring, is we just get this mucus fun, okay?
Yes, mucus fun.
Mucus fun. Reach your left arm out, bring it in front of you, lift your left butt cheek, slide your hand, palm up, underneath your bum, and then let yourself slump. Feel the slump. So we want to intentionally go here so we know how to get out of it. Unslump. And I'm going to check in. Oh, I'm sitting on my ring. That's not so comfortable. Imagine. Okay.
Do you have palm down or palm up?
Palm up. Roll the shoulder back, reach your right arm away, and think about expanding from the center of your chest out through your pinky finger, and then drop, right ear towards the right shoulder. Notice that desire to either slouch down, slump down, or to thrust the ribs forward. See if you can find the middle ground. I'm going to adjust how I'm sitting. Breathe. Carrie Ann is now laughing every time I say breathe. I don't know if that's a compliment. I think that's a derision. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release your right hand. Get your left hand out of there. Okay. It's chaos. It's chaos. I have no control over anything. See, they're right there. This is my yogic statement, okay? No, we have no control over anything but what we do ourselves. All right, so we're going to stand up. You can decide whether you're going to do the hands-free stand-up or whether you're going to use I'm going to make Lance do a hands-free stand-up.
Hands up.
Yeah, it's a predictor.
Hands-free
It's a
stand-up.
predictor.
You got to.
Hands up.
All right, we're all standing on here. It's a dance party. Okay. Woo. All right, step wide. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Draw your belly button in. Exhale, fold towards the floor. Put your hands on the floor anywhere. They can be under your shoulders. They can be in line with your feet. And we're going to shift the hips side to side. So bend into one knee, go that way. Bend into the other knee, go that way. Do you want this mat, Lance?
No, take them off.
He's practicing out of the view of the camera.
Yes. Or at least that's what we want them to think.
Oh, hush up now. Okay, bend your knees a lot. Take your hands to your hips. Inhale, come upright. Float your arms, palms up. Float your arms, float your arms. Check in with that schlump or the thrust. See if you can find the middle ground. And then we're going to reach over to the right and come back. And reach over to the left and come back. Go right and back and left and back and right and back and left and back. Release your arms down. Turn your right toes out. Pin your left heel to the floor. Pin your left inner groins back. And let's lengthen out. We're going to reach out with the right hand. And then the hand is going to come to the inside of the thigh, inside of the knee, inside of the calf. You decide. And then roll both shoulders back. Take your gaze down towards your right great toe. Inhale. As you exhale, take your gaze center and then perhaps up towards the ceiling. Look down towards your right great toe. And then journey the gaze up. Maybe it stops at neutral. Maybe it goes all the way up. Keep those shoulders pinned back. One more time. Journey the gaze. Bring it back. Bend your knee. Turn your right toes forward. Turn your left toes out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Pin right hip back. Straighten the left leg. Left hand is going to reach out and it's going to come inside of the thigh, inside of the knee, maybe lower. You make that determination, okay? Notice the temptation to go into the schlump, right? To roll forward. So let's pull the heels towards one another. Roll the shoulders back, turn, and then we'll look down at that fabulous left great toe. And then, as you exhale, look up.
I'll have you know that all my toes are great.
Inhale, look down. Exhale, look up.
Do you think she means that?
Inhale,
She
look
means
down.
not to know.
It's from
But
Albert's
you could-
bad word. The croquet mallet landed on Albert's great toe. Albert opened his mouth to scream, but the bad word came out bigger and larger than ever before.
It's a good book.
It's a good book.
Shut
By
up.
Audrey and Don Wood. Gaze forward, bend into your forward knee, lift yourself up, turn your feet forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold towards the floor. Hands are going to come down to the floor underneath your shoulders, okay? Take your right hand, center, so it's centered right under your heart, still on the floor. On your inhale, sweep, bend your right knee, sweep your right arm up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bring your right hand down where your left hand is. Then bend into your left knee. Inhale and sweep the left arm up. Gaze up. Exhale. So we'll go side to side. Left hand down. Bend your right knee. Reach. Exhale, right hand down, bend your left knee. Inhale, reach. Left hand down, final time this way. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend that left knee, left hand, reach. And then release down. Right here in your Pasarita Padottanasana, in your wide leg forward fold, do 3 cat-cow like actions. So allow your spine to spill towards the floor, and then inhale and flip your tailbone and your head, and you might bend your knees a lot for that. Exhale and round. Inhale and flip. Exhale and round. Inhale and flip. And then walk your hands back, place your hands on your thighs, step all the way up and bring your feet together, okay? Here we are, and Lance can come stand into the picture if he wants. Or maybe not. Maybe he doesn't want to be part of the picture. He's here practicing. I just don't want you to think he disappeared. I know. I want everybody to be happy.
I want to be in the picture though.
He wants to be. Yeah, there he is. He's in the picture. Okay.
You got more picture frame than I do.
Okay. Now they're arguing. They're bickering like children. Okay. So we're gonna come back to this arm movement. Okay. And so the first couple of ones, I'm gonna have you bend your knees and let the whole thing go, and then we're gonna find a little bit more stability. Okay. So soften your knees and let yourself shift. So feel the shift in the hips, the shift in the shoulders. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, come back. Left arm, inhale, up and open. Exhale and come back. Right arm, up and open. Exhale, back. Left arm. And back. And right arm.
Are you letting the hips twist with
And
that?
back. You're letting the hips twist. This time around, you're letting your hips go. That's why we soften the knees, so all of that can happen. All right, bring your hands to your hips.
Knees are very soft.
Knees are very softened. And now we're going to think about keeping the pelvis straight on. So when we let the hips be soft, when we let the hips go, then we're not using the neck as much, which is okay. But when we get specific, then we're going more into the rotation of the neck. And we're not trying to turn into owls, but we are trying to get a little bit more. Carrie Ann's going to try to become an owl. I am not going to try to become an owl. I'm just looking to have a little bit more freedom so that when I'm on my bike, I can look over my shoulder without swerving, okay? Right? Same with driving. I don't want to swerve into traffic as I'm checking behind me. So that's your reason. You need a reason. Okay. Reach the arms out ahead of you. Shrug your shoulder blades onto your back. Inhale, think about the inner thighs staying together. The pelvis is going to stay steady as we reach that right arm up and open and take it back behind us. And you'll notice maybe it doesn't feel like you go as far. Come on back. I find, go ahead and release your arms down for a moment. I find I get more rotation if I use that shoulder blade to push the chest. Okay? So it's the shoulder blades encountering the rib cage, and then it's helping it to rotate. So see if that's useful to you. Okay. Inner thighs. Slurp them up, push them back, draw the tailbone down. Reach your arms out in front of you, shoulder blades onto your back. Inhale, left arm up and open. Exhale it back. Right arm. And exhale it back. Left arm. And exhale it back. The right arm. And exhale it back. Last one with the left. And exhale it back. Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to do that same thing. I'm going to have you watch this time and then join me when we come into our Prasarita Padottanasana, our wide leg forward fold. So I'm going to come down. You're watching. I'm watching you watch. Carrie Ann is not watching me. I'm going to put my left hand underneath my chest. And before we were bending the knees and letting things slide. This time we're going to keep the legs straight, and you're going to think about those inner groins moving back. I'm going to reach my right arm out to the right first, pull the shoulder blade under the back, and then make that rotation. The left hip is gonna want to buckle. That left hip's gonna wanna follow me around. I'm gonna keep the left hip drawing back as I make that rotation. And it may not be a very impressive rotation for you. All right, good news is you're home alone. Nobody can tell whether you had an impressive rotation or not, okay? So, from Tadasana, ground your feet.
Dog.
Adjust your dog, I don't know. And then step your feet wide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Place your hands on the floor under your shoulders. Bring your left hand right under your heart. Arms are up, hands on the floor, arms straight. Shrug the shoulders back. Reach your right arm out to the right. Okay? Now bend your knees, scoot your inner groins back, squeeze the muscles towards the bone in the legs, and make yourself really long in your spine. Push both shoulder blades onto your rib cage and rotate. Maybe you look up towards your right thumb. Exhale, release the right hand down. Shrug the shoulders back. Reach your left arm out to the left. Bend your knees. Inner groins go back. Squeeze the muscles of the thighs into the thigh bones. Calf muscles into the shin bones. Shrug the shoulders. Turn without letting the hips go. Come back. Okay, we'll do that a little faster. But as we go faster, the temptation to let your hips do the work is gonna be great. Don't do it, man. So you're gonna have to do a little bit more hip and leg management than you may want to, right? But, you know, hey, you're powerful people. You can handle it. Left hand down, shrug the shoulders, reach your right arm out, mindful of the legs, reach up with the right hand, exhale down. Left arm, find the shoulder blades, be mindful of the legs, exhale, twist, inhale, back down. Inhale, reach the right arm, exhale, pause, inhale, reach and twist, exhale, lower. Last time, left arm out to the left, shrug the shoulders, mindful of the legs, exhale, twist, inhale, back down, hold, step, hop, move the feet together, bring your hands to your thighs, climb up, okay? Pause, let everything sort of realign, blood pressure, breathing tempo, general joie de vivre. Being laughed at again. All right, step wide. Turn your right toes out. Here. Turn your right toes out. I'm getting really cozy with the camera.
One or the other.
Lots of Sarah. Okay. Inner left thigh back. Broaden your right knee. Float your arms. Shrug the shoulders down. We're going to reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. Put your right forearm down on your right thigh. Shoulders go back. Reach your left arm towards the wall behind you. Move your inner groins back out. Gaze towards your left thumb. Watch it as it goes overhead. Watch it as it comes back. Watch it as it arcs overhead. Watch it as it comes back. Watch it as it arcs overhead. Watch it as it comes back. Lift yourself up. Turn your right toes forward. Left toes out. Bend your left knee. Pin your right hip back and open. Reach your arms on your inhale. Exhale, glide forward. Left forearm down on left thigh. Right arm reaches up. And then we're going to reach back. Look at your right thumb. Watch it as it goes up and over. And watch it as it reaches back. Watch it as it goes up and over. Watch it as it reaches back. Hand-eye coordination, right? We're all going to be amazing tennis players and baseball players. Inhale, draw yourself upright. After that one, woo! Turn your feet, step them together. Always good to fall down while you're teaching.
No, it's even better to fall into your husband.
It's even better to fall onto your husband. Yes. Okay, turn towards the short edge of your mat. Hands on your hips. Interlace your fingers back behind you. Let's go right thumb over left and then interweave. Bend into your knees a little bit. Grow your toes forward. Calves forward, quads back, tailbone down. Just straighten those legs. Take the heads of the shoulders back. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. Maybe reach your fingertips back. Notice if you went into vulture mode. Chin forward. Pull that bad boy back. Reach it back. Draw your ribs back. Lift the center of your chest. Why not? And then release your arms. Reach up on your inhale. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. Step your right foot back. Drop your right heel down into the floor for warrior one. Okay? Bring the right hip forward, left hip back. Press down into your right heel to straighten out that right leg. Pick up the belly button. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, reach your hands back behind you. Interlace, right thumb over left. Follow through, chin goes in. Reach the arms straight back. You choose. You can stay right here, or you can start to bow forward, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. If you can, bring your palms flush to one another as you reach the heads of the shoulders away from the floor. Take one more breath. Press down into your feet to rise up. Lift up, triumphant return in warrior one. Exhale, release your hands. Woo, step your feet together. Or hip distance, towards the same spot. Why not? Inhale where you are. Exhale, left foot back. Drop your left heel down, toes out at about 45. Right hip back, left hip forward. Oops, we forgot something. Oh no, step back. Soften your knees. Calves forward. Quads up and back. Drop your tailbone down. Bring your arms up. Inhale. Urdhva Hastasana and Tadasana. Now bring your hands back behind you. Left thumb over the right. Bend your elbows. Take the heads of the shoulders back. Notice if you went into vulture mode. Draw the chin back. Draw the low ribs back. Reach your arms back. Release down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release your hands to your hips. Now that left foot goes back. Drop the left heel towards the floor. Drag right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, reach up. Tailbone down, belly lifts. Exhale, take your hands back behind you. Left thumb over right. Elbows back, straighten out the arms. You might stay right here. You might inhale and exhale, bow forward, reaching your palms together and up towards the ceiling as you scoot your outer right hip back and lengthen through. Make sure you're not vulturing, right? The temptation is to reach with the chin. Keep drawing the chin in, reaching with the forehead. Inhale, upright, reach the arms. Exhale, feet together, hands to heart. Pause. Just feel where things are exciting and see if you can ground some of the excitement. Send some of it down into the earth. One more cycle of this activity, right? We're going to add a little neck work into it. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands back behind you. Interlace right thumb over left. Pull your palms towards one another. Bend your elbows, draw back. Deepen the throat back. Reach your arms away. So you might reach them straight towards the floor. You might reach them towards the wall behind you. Now, turn your head to the right. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, head to the left. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, right. Inhale, neutral. exhale, left. Inhale, neutral. Release your hands. Reach up. Right foot back. Plant the heel. Right hip forward. Left hip back. Reach your arms up. Warrior one. Exhale. Take your hands behind you. This time, instead of interlacing, let's grab opposite elbows. So put your right forearm on your rib cage first, and then bring your left forearm on top of that. You might grab opposite wrists, or you might grab opposite elbows. Use this opportunity to bring your ribs back into your forearms and lift the center of your chest. Inhale. Exhale, gaze right. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, gaze left. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, gaze right. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, gaze left. Inhale, neutral. Lean forward. Grow the center of your chest forward. Press back through your back heel. And then draw yourself upright. Release your arms. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Step your feet together. There's never a dull moment around here. If you guys have been hanging out with us, it just never is boring, you know? I keep reading articles about people being bored out of their ever-loving minds, and I think, when's that going to happen for us? Never! All right. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release your arms back behind you. Interlace left thumb over right.
No.
Yes.
Oh, we're doing, this first.
Yes.
I'm not going to correct the teacher.
Don't correct the teacher.
Not this one.
Roll the heads of the shoulders back. Reach your knuckles down. See if you can glue your palms together. Make sure you're not vulturing, right? Heads of the shoulders back. Chin back. Maybe you reach the arms. Maybe you just keep them reaching down. Inhale, gaze to the right. Left. I like inhales become neutral. Exhale, right. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, left. Inhale, neutral. Release your arms.
I feel like having a Calvin.
All right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left foot goes back. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Bring your left arm back behind you. Left forearm touches the ribs. Right forearm comes on top of that. Maybe it's an opposite wrist hold. Maybe it's an elbow to hand to elbow hold. Bring your ribs back into your forearms. Press back into your left heel. That helps first. Do that. Left heel first. Draw your quad up. Move your ribs back into your forearms. Lift the center of your chest. Take the heads of the shoulders back a little bit more. Gaze right. Come neutral. Exhale left. Come neutral. Exhale right. Come neutral. Exhale left. Come neutral. Lean forward. Keep the heads of the shoulders going back. Push down into your left heel. Draw your right hip back so you've got that nice push-pull movement to help you stay steady as you pick up your belly and grow the center of your chest forward. Lift the back of your throat towards the ceiling. Inhale, come upright. Reach up, triumphant return. Exhale, hands to heart, feet together. All right, we are going down. So let's do that. I'm going to shift the clock so I can see. You lie down on your back, feet on the floor. No, imagine that. Okay. Down on your back, feet on the floor. The first thing I want to do. Bam. Rarely bored. Yeah, Darcy's rarely bored either. Okay, so here we go. On our backs, I'm going to make sure you can see. Reach your arms away. So you're not in this nice T space, okay? And then think about what we did when we were seated. And I said, reach your pinky fingers from the center of your chest, reach your pinky fingers out. And then I want you to turn your thumbs towards the floor. So your pinky fingers are up towards the ceiling. Palms are facing your crown of your head. Oh, she doesn't like it. Oh, wow.
My nails are hitting the floor and I have no idea.
Shrug your heads of your shoulders down. And then relax the backs of the hands towards the floor. Okay? I'm going to sneeze.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit.
I think that's it. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Almost all the back
shoulder
ones.
blades onto the back. Inhale. As you exhale, lift your head up. What's wrong?
Allergies. Allergies.
Remember, I'm not on the microphone, so anything you sing, people can hear.
I know, but I'm
Okay.
singing. I'm
She's singing the allergy song for you. Okay.
Allergies.
So we're going to draw the chin into the chest. And then slowly lower the head back down towards the floor. You're going to get to a moment where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe my head is that heavy. Draw those low ribs down, hover the head over the floor, and then set it all the way down. Let everything soften. Take your right ear towards the floor. Bring your nose up. Take your left ear towards the floor. Bring your nose up. Okay. Snuggle the shoulder blades towards each other. Inhale. Drop your low ribs down. Exhale. Bring the chin towards the chest. Reach, 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 reach. We're going to keep the shoulders going down, the low ribs going down. See if you can lower the back of your head ever so slowly towards the floor. Get to that place where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe my head is this heavy. Hover the head in that space. And then release. And let everything really go. And you maybe go, when you get there.
Never again.
Never again. Carrie Ann's not going to do it again. But the rest of us are, because we're strong and capable. Reach your arms away. Shrug those shoulder blades onto the back. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your head. Plant your chin in your chest. And then we're going to lower down. Keep the shoulder blades down. Keep the low ribs down. Oh, reaching, 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 reaching. Hover it. Build that neck strength. Draw your chin in, but reach the crown of your head away. And then set it down. Left ear towards the floor. Let your face go slack. Nose towards the ceiling. Right ear towards the floor. Let your face go slack. Lift that nose. All right. Bring your elbows by your sides. Feet in towards your bum. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower on down. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower on down. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower on down, and pause. If you have a belty moment nearby, you might want to use it for this one. If you don't have a belty moment nearby, I didn't say at the beginning of class, so you're excused from not having your materials. If you have a belty moment nearby, you're going to slide the belt across your ankles. Your feet are going to stay on the floor. I'm going to hand carry this and this one, but I'm going to demo first. So,
Hand carry and this one.
this belt, in just a moment.
Hand carry and this one.
Okay. Walk your hands down towards your ankles and then roll one shoulder under and the other shoulder under. You pull on the belt as you lift your hips up. Here you go. Notice if you're tightening your lips. And maybe relax your face. And use the pull of the strap. Walk your hands down the strap to draw the shoulders under you more and more and more and more.
And whispers I can go more.
Okay.
I mean, strap. Jingle.
So hold on to your ankles. And if you can reach your ankles, you can hold on to your ankles. And then make your heels more parallel to each other. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ooh, ha, ha.
And stay. Feel the breath coming in and out of your body. Release down towards the floor. Okay. Take your legs long, arms long, legs long, away from you. Take a nice stretch of the body. Post back bend. And then pull your knees into your chest. Pull those knees in nice and tight. Rock around, both of them. Rock around on your low back for a moment. Roll both directions. And now we've come to our restorative poses. Ooh, we have a low battery situation, so I'm gonna send Carrie Ann to get us a charger. Okay, go, Carrie, get a charger. So find your towels or blankets, whatever you're using in that regard, and we are going to come into some restorative poses lying on your back. So I'm gonna have Lance come back to the blue mat, and I'm gonna pull our towel. So the first place I want you to go is your towel stack on the outside of your right hip. Extend your right leg long, and then you're going to bring your left knee into your chest and guide your left knee across to your blanket stack. Let your right arm come out to the right. So I'm going to make the blanket stack for, if you pull the power strip out.
That's what I was thinking.
So mostly I want you to have a sense of relax and release. And I'm going to make Lance's stack a little higher so that he can get his knee to release. Now the thing that's happening is the left shoulder, left shoulder is floating. So we're going to turn that palm up and reach the left arm up towards the ceiling and then bring it towards the right hand. So you're closing, it's like you're coming back into prayer. And then as you inhale, reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. And the right arm, right arm. He's opposite. Up towards the ceiling and then towards the floor. So you're going deeper into that twist place. And you might do that the whole time. You might inhale, exhale, bring the palms together.
Roll up on the shoulder.
Yeah, roll up on the shoulder. Inhale, open out, shoulder towards the floor. So we're just working on eking the leg that's moving away. We're working on eking that shoulder towards the floor. That's what we're working on. The shoulder. Which shoulder? Which shoulder? So you can find this through really gentle movement, or you can find it in the place of stillness. So if you, when you come open this next time, your shoulder goes down really handily, then you can, like Carrie Ann here, she can play with letting her gaze go. or you can stay with the movement, continuing to talk the shoulder back towards the floor. Take about 3 more breaths, either in stillness or in movement. Go ahead and roll back over onto your side. Yeah, roll onto your side, close the arms up, roll onto your side, and then onto your back, and shift your towels, your blankets, your pillows, whatever you're using, over to the other side of your mat. So this time, our cueing says that your blanket should go to the outside of your left leg. And then we'll draw the right knee into the chest and pull it across to the left. You already did that side, so keep going around. All right. And then again, you can choose to play with the right arm and reach it up towards your left arm and pull across, and then pull it back open, trying to work the shoulder further into the floor. Or you can stay in that place of stillness. But see, for some of us, the shoulders really fall back to the floor with the legs supported. For others of us, we're not in that space yet. So to do those little micro movements is useful for the shoulder and is the most restorative thing you could do, instead of hanging out going, oh, my shoulder's not touching the floor, my shoulder's not touching the floor. So let yourself have that space of movement or the space of stillness. You could also choose, if you've got both shoulders down, you could choose to let your gaze go deeper into the twist and come back out. So as we work into restorative places, we're looking at coming away from anxiety, from tension, from the cortisol-inducing emotions, and going into more of the melatonin-inducing emotions. More of the stuff that's going to be like, oh yeah, we can rest and digest. We can take care of business. The next time you come open, if you're moving, feel that stretch. And then roll towards your props. And then press down into your hands and lift yourself up to a seat. Okay, let's take an additional twist in a restorative pose. So you're going to take your towels or your blankets out long to the side. So we did this one, I think we did this one on Friday. I'm going to make a stat. I think so, because I remember it. Carrie Ann remembers it. I like this one. So Lance gets a towel and a blanket, and Carrie Ann gets 2 towels, but you get whatever you have at home. There's 1. 1 towel. You want 2? 2 towels. 1, whoa, 2. Okay, and then Lance is going to sit with, let's start left side, so he'll be correct. He's going to sit with his left thigh perpendicular and sweep his right leg back behind you. So sit like you have a mermaid tail.
A mermaid.
Sweep your right leg to the right. Yeah, okay. And then he's going to bring both hands, the left hand to the far side of the towels and the right hand to the near side. And he's going to push the left hip down into the floor and draw the right side of the belly forward as he slowly lowers his chest towards the floor. Left ear goes down first. Yeah.
Same side or opposite side?
Same side. Same side to start. That's the least stressful thing for your neck and head. And then after a little bit, if you want to inhale and lift your head up and try for your right ear down, as long as that's not making discomfort, right? That there's a moment in the pose for me where if I go, just on some days, if I go, my head and neck says, eh. And since we're doing restorative poses right now, we want the body to be saying, yes. Yes, yum. So work towards yes. Let your breath move in and out of your body. In the first minute of any pose, we get out of the reactionary space. And it really takes us 2 minutes in a pose to come into that rest and digest space. So as we work with restorative poses this week, we're going to come into them and settle. Sort of like having a bowl of ice cream and really savoring every bite. So there may be moments when what feels like it might be a savor in my body is not feeling so savory in your body. So I invite you in those moments to explore what's going on, whether you're encountering an injury or a body moment that's happening and you need to come out, or if you're just encountering your mind. Sometimes the savor is disrupted by the mind that's saying, how come things aren't perfect, right? So here's our opportunity to explore that region of surrender. And seeing if we can surrender the need for perfection, surrender the need to have everything go according to our plan, and see if we can experience our bodies. If your head is turned away from your knees, go ahead and your inhale and lift your head up and turn your face back in the direction of your knees. Press down into your hands and lift yourself up to a seat and swing your knees around the other direction or rotate the other direction. Hands go either side of the blankets or towels. Press into the floor to get that length in your spine, and then release the front of the spine towards your prop. Start with your head turned in the direction of your knees, and let yourself have at minimum 5 breaths in this place with the head in the direction of the knees. One of my favorite things to do within this pose is to move the elbows around. So see if you let your elbows go out to the sides or reach up away from you or go down towards your waist, if that gives you a little bit more, a deeper sigh in your upper back. And after you've had those 5 breaths, you could explore turning your head away from your toes. I read this section of Ishvara Prandinyana yesterday, but I think it's useful, so I'm going to read it again today. It's this section of Deborah Adele's book called Engaging. Those of you who do whitewater rafting know the power of the rapids. To fight them is to lose. Instead, you must use the rapids to your advantage to navigate through them safely. Learning to surrender is as skillful as being able to maneuver a raft through whitewater rapids. Knowing that the power is in the current and the rocks, and your own skill to keep from capsizing or crashing. Like whitewater rafting, surrender is learning to skillfully ride with what the moment gives us, all the while enjoying the process, whether we glide through safely or tip over and get wet. And yet, we can easily find ourselves waging war on the moment by demanding that it give us what we want, serve just the way we like it. It would be like trying to make the current do what we want it to. That attitude is disastrous on a raft, and it's disastrous in life. When we need life to be a certain way, we get restricted and tight, rather than open to the current of life. But each time we ride the rapids, we become a more skillful paddler. So as we're here, practicing that skillfulness of noticing when the mind takes us into our to-do list, our grocery list, all of the fun things that our minds take us to, and seeing if we can come back to what we're doing. Oh, that's right, I committed to yoga. I committed to an intention at the beginning of this class. And letting that intention rise and ride in the body in this beautiful way, keeping us here in this place, here with this sensation. I use this a lot when I'm working with the kids on their schoolwork. Because both of us are, oftentimes I'll be sitting there, they're unhappy, which makes me less comfortable, and both of us are just like, let's bail, let's get out of here. But the reality of the matter is that it needs to get done. And so I think about how to skillfully put my paddle into the water of learning, into that space where we can navigate the next rock. And some days, as you can imagine, we're more skillful than others. But it's coming back, it's finding that commitment to stay with it, to try again, to be present. If your head is turned away from your knees, then on your next inhale, lift your head up and turn your nose back in the same direction as your knees. And release your face. And release your heart. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Press down to inhale and lift yourself up. And then scoot around. We're going to take, I'm checking time here. I believe, yeah, it is time for Shavasana, my loves. So go ahead if you want to turn your towels or blankets across your mat, perpendicular. Then you can slide your legs over them, or you can just lie right down on your back and pause.
Lay down on our back and pause.
Pause. Pause. Feel the breath rise and fall in your body. And see if you can surf the tide of whatever's happening in your life. In your body sensation, in your room, in the middle of the pandemic, in the middle of imagining what opening up is going to feel like. Just letting ourselves have this moment, climbing on a raft, on still water, maybe a light breeze. Just let yourself have that. Have the feeling of floating along. The breeze on your skin. The sun warm in the sky. And when you find yourself wandering off into all of the other things, notice it and pull yourself back into the space of just being, of accepting what is available to you in this moment. Of accepting whatever choice you have to make. present with all of the sensations that are available. Making a conscious choice to stay present in your body, even as you feel pulled towards the seduction of sleep or the seduction of your to-do list. Begin to feel the weight of the air on your skin. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Mobilize your wrists and your ankles. Rotate through. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side. Let's roll over to the right side of our mat, so whichever side of your mat doesn't have furniture in the way or person in the way, and lift yourself up to a seat. Gather your hands in front of your heart space. Lift your heart up and bow your head. Thank your intention. Notice if it's one you want to carry with you through the rest of today, or if it's one you're going to let fall by the way. The light inside of me celebrates that same light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you have a really lovely day. See you all later. Bye-bye.
Stay. Ta-da.
Dun, 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 dun. Pew!